Hello, everyone. I'm audible to you. How about you, Aman? I'm audible to you. Hmm.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Gaurav, Nitin, Rahul, Rupali, everyone is audible, right? That's fine. See, I have kept the session of recording. Kindly do not stop the recording. Okay, don't touch this recording session because it is problem for you guys. Okay. Then fine. So yesterday we are completed with the topic of posting periods. You can just see we created the business areas, then we went to the financial year of the company, then we maintain the posting periods of the company. Okay, so today what we will do, we will create the document number ranges and that what are the document types. Okay, so I'll tell you what is document number ranges and document type. So this is the thing which we will begin now. Okay, for document number ranges, why we maintain document types, I will tell you. Okay, so for that we will go for SAP log on. Is your server is working fine, guys? Today is your server is working? Everyone? Yes. I think the server is not working today. Can you guys just check it out like the server is working? Any one of you or everyone can just check and tell me whether the
नहीं
server
सर, आज सर्वर वर्क नहीं कर रही है। मैंने भी ट्राई किया था शाम को, तब भी नहीं कर रही।
लॉगिन नहीं हो रहा आपका? नहीं हो रहा ना?
नहीं सर, लॉगिन नहीं हो रही। ये दोपहर से ही नहीं हो रहा है।
अरे अरे, then how can I tell the next session without this? How my all data are in this only? No, I need to compare the many. This. I already sent her. Yeah, I already sent her at afternoon. I think server is not working. I cannot show you without the server. Then what shall we do? Fine, then I'll do one thing. The same course and the same this all things, I'll create it in my company here in my access. I have another access. I'll just do doing that. ESP it is. First was SPRO, Asset Personal IMG. First was a defined companies topic. So I'll just revise it just you can guys can see it. In case something happens there, you can come here. See log entries has come here now. As you can see, we will delete log entries. For that you go for slash sm12. We need to remove this and put a star or you can just enter here. These are the logs. We'll delete them. Now we'll go for define company. I'll create once again the company, the course. I'm just creating in my access. Okay. After this thing, we will go for edit copy. Delete the log entries here, and we go for edit again. This is called new entries. There's a company code. Here I'll take these Java Connect services. I'll take the addresses here. That's it. This all are optional. These are field required field are company code and country required field. We will save this now. So my company code has been saved. After company code is done, we'll go for assign company code to company. Okay, so we'll go for assign company code to company here. We'll go for here. Again, log data is locked. Someone is using. I think it's a evening time, so many people will practice now. So it is getting locked. IBM 123. This is this. That. So we are done with the company code calculation. Then we go for business areas creation. So it comes under your business areas. I get two business areas. TCS1 and one as a Bangalore, as a Delhi. It is already created. We'll take TCS 7. That's no problem. We'll take this one 7 and 8. After the business areas is, creation is done, we go for the next topic, that is we have financial accounting, financial year of the company. It comes under here, fiscal year, global setting, fiscal year, maintain fiscal year variant, click on maintain, new entries, we'll create our new variant code, that is called as T5, we'll create that here, T5. Before TCS 0, we are dependent. T5 is already given by someone. Optional will take it as 5. Select it, double click on this. So 31/0 April, August, September, October, November, December, and the financial year has been prepared. We'll go for pretext also here and maintain the pretext. Okay, so we'll copy it from here. That's it. We will save the data. Control S, data was saved here. IT we will assign it to the company code here. Again logs. I think many people are using this server right now. It has been saved to the variant code which you have prepared. Then you go for posting period over here. TCP. I'm just optional in my software. If something goes wrong with the server, then you go for here. TCS. Open and close. See, in ESP7 you won't get like this. In this it will ask you your posting period variant code in which you are preparing. If you work on ESP7 version, that version which you are working on, then it will show you like this. All it will show you. Here it will show you which posting period you want to maintain the variant. Can you directly? And the account assignment category as a plus, same, the same way. Comment 21, you can just fill that. Go for assign. Here. We are done with our all configuration in my server access software. Next up what we'll do is we'll go for document number ranges, and here what I will do, I will create some 1 to 20 number ranges. In document types you will understand why I have created 1 to 20 number ranges. Okay, I'm just using the traditional way of creating number ranges. Then you will understand why we do this document number ranges which I'm creating in document type. So what do we do for that? Go for take back here, go to document number ranges, define document number ranges, give the company code over here, click on intervals. You will see you got to insert here some 1 to 20 document number ranges. Actually it's not required to create 1 to 20 document number ranges, but I'll tell you why we use that. These are document types we use here. Okay, so what I will do, you can just create from 1 to 20 because I want to show you everything. 01 2021 01 to 100 number. Next number comes 02 2021 101 to 200, 2021 201 to 300, 301 to 400, 401 to 500, to 700, 701 to 800, 801 to 900. What are the uses of this? Why do we create this document number ranges? Then comes 14. That's it. You got to create some 1 to 20 document number ranges over here. You can see we'll create one by one, 100 numbers differences will put it. Then we will transfer this data, control S will transfer it and save and enter it off here. So now you will understand why did I create this 1 to 20 document number ranges in document type, because this both are interlinked with each other. Okay, so let me go to the document type step now. Okay, I will tell you document type. To go for that, take back here, go for financial accounting, new, global setting, new. In that document types, there you can go for define document type for entry view. Okay, so what are document types, or why we call document types are, click on this IMG activity. See here, these are our document types which are there by SAP. Okay, you can see here customer invoice, it is D, like we use this all different customer invoice, DR is there, extra number card, like different people have to create different. You can just see here, these all are the document types which we use. But as per the SAP standard, we use this document types more and more as a standard. which is that first one is DR. DR, we'll just find a DR here. DR means it is called as customer invoice. So you want to find what is the number ranges assigned to this. You can double click on this. It is a 18 number. Okay, you can click on number range information here, but 18 number already I created. 18 number range, you can click on number range here. You can give a company code here, TCS0, and you can click on intervals here. Once you click on intervals, you'll see 18 number is already available. So if you pass customer invoice, the number range will be generated within this number for this document type DR. And same way we have other document type. DZ we have document type. What is DZ? DZ is called as customer payment. I'll just show you here. DZ, enter it of customer payment, it is DZ. You can double click on this. What is the number range assigned to this? 11 number. Okay, click on number range information here, give your company code, even number range is available. 11 is also available already. Okay, if you want, you can create your own document type and you can assign your own number range from here also. Okay, but what did I do? I follow the traditional way of creating the number ranges, then assigning them directly here. Okay, so 11 number is already available. What is the next number range we have? KR and KZ we have here. So we'll go there, KR and KZ. You can find KR. KR is called as customer invoice. As SAP standard point of view, many companies will use the same. KR is 01 number. Even 01 number is also available in my company. You can just check here. Here, 01. 1 to 100 is there. So whenever you make vendor invoice, it will generate you with the number 01 to 100 in this company code. When you create a customer vendor invoice, you create. Here we can just see here. It's 01 to 100 now. Same way like this, we have so many different document type. Document type KZ is customer vendor payment. SA we use more. SA is called as GL account document posting. The general entries what you pass out of fast data entries, we do that from as document type SA. You can see document type SA, even that is available here. Okay, document type SA, enter, you'll see here it is GL account document. What is number range assigned for that? Even for this also it is 01. If you want, you can change your number range, you can take that number range to that. Alright, so it is a 01. Vendor invoice and this are both same number they are taken. You can, if you want, you can just change the number also. So this is the way. If you want to create your own document type, just go here, create your own document type, and for which all account type you want to allow, you can allow that here. For that, you can prepare number range information also. So what I will do now, SAP has given standard this all number ranges document type DR, DZ, KR, KZ, SA. If you go for maximum companies, even they use the same way. If you want to work on implementation project, then you should define your own document type as per the customer client requirement. That's it. This is the thing why we create a document number ranges and document type are there in SAP. Okay, is everyone clear? Anyone has any confusion or ask me? If anyone not got, how about you, Aman? How about you, Gaurav? Yes, Aman, fine. Gaurav?
Fine, sir, fine.
Got it, no? Nitin and Rahul, how about you? Both of you got it?
Yes.
Yeah, Rupali and Sujata, you got it, both of you? Yeah, this is a document type. It is very simple to understand. Okay, next step what we have, posting keys we have next step. Okay, I will tell even this one little one step, posting keys. What is posting keys? And this all comes in one particular thing. It will come like the pathway. We'll go for posting keys first. For that, what we'll go for here. Take this back. Next step we have is it comes under financial accounting. Then it comes under the financial accounting global setting. Under that we have document. Under that we have line item. Under that we have controls. We have under that. Under that we have defined posting keys. Defined posting keys are used for the posting the entries at a what key levels you want to use. If you want, you can define your own keys. I'll just show you. I'll just show you here. Click on define posting keys. You will see these are the posting keys SAP has given standard. Okay, you can see here. 11 is credit memo, 9 is special GL account debit. Many are there here. Okay, you can just see here. We use maximum 40 number, that is for debit entry, 50 number for credit entry. If you want to create your own posting key, you can create from here. What is your posting key? What is the name of a posting key? You can create your own posting key, but SAP we use maximum in SAP we use a 40 and 50 number, that is for debit entry and credit entry. Okay, and some other stuff we have like outgoing payment 25, okay, reverse invoice we have, and other payment, incoming payment 15. So these are things we use here. Okay, and in a posting key, what you can do here, you can double click on this debit here, 40 number debit, double click on this. You will see what is the indicator set for this. It is debit. Account type is GL account. Okay, reverse posting key is 50. That means debit and credit reverse posting key. So here you can just maintain whatever things we have. I will tell you maintain field status variant next topic. Next topic we have that only. This is the field status variant. I'll tell you what is the why we use field status variant. I'll tell you later that after this topic. So what I will do here in SAP now, what I will do, I will give 40 and 50 only I'll use here. This is given by SAP standard. You can just see here. Standard keys. Right, we'll use this 40 and 50 and other some keys which are the SAP standards. So we use this, we use them only for 40 and 50 and all. If you want to create your own posting, you can create from here. Posting key means suppose think that 40 is debit entry here. You don't want 40, you want some other key for that. You can create from that key here. But I prefer it to create the go with the software standard because all the companies will use the same process. Okay. So next step we have is field status variant. After posting key is done, we have a next topic called as a field status variant. Now let me tell you what is a field status variant, why we use this. Here you can see. Okay, field status variant controls which entry or which field to be suppressed, required or optional entry. That means which entry should be separate, required or optional entry. For that reason we use this field status variant. Let me show you how do we define field status variant. Okay, click on define field status variant. Then select here 1000 IDS group. After that 1000 IDS group, you can see select 1000 IDS group, then click on copy as icon. In SAP standard point, we copy the all data from 1000 IDS. Okay, you cannot maintain a new field status variant code that it takes lots of time to configure. So what we do, 1000 existing software we select here 1000, then click on copy as icon here. Okay, then remove this 1000 from here. A new field status variant code here. Maintain new one. Let us take TCFSV. Okay, this field status for company code TCS0. So this is my new field status variant code. I'll copy this here. Okay, enter. After giving this enter and click on copy all. So I will show you what all data we copy from this 1000. Copy all. So all the data will get transported to your particular field status from the 1000. So the entry will take time to update. So you can just wait for some time. So all the data will come off there. And I'll show you why we maintain this field status variant. You can just see here, number of dependent entries copied, 49 number is copied. Okay, what are these 49 entries? I'll show you. Enter here. You can click on this here. You can double click on field status group. Okay, click here, double click on field status group. You will see these are the 49 entries which you copied. Cost account, bank account, material accounts, all are there here. Scrapping, inventory, revenue account. Okay, now let me tell you what is the use of field status variant. Okay, you can see one general is there here. Just want to see it here. Okay, when just want to see it, like how does it works. Double click on this, and you can see here select a group, it is showing me. General data is there, material data is there, payment transaction is there. So what I will do, I'll double click on general data. Okay, so it is showing me here 3 particular column. It is showing me suppress, required, optional. That means in the general data, assignment number, if you want to keep suppress, required, optional. Text you want to keep suppress, required, optional. So that it is showing here. If I keep required, while making the business transaction entries, that time you should be compulsory, the text should be given. If it is suppress, it doesn't show in the business level the text option. If I keep optional, if you give or doesn't give, doesn't matter. So it is optional. This is the way, or you can check here. Let me go for additional account information. You can see here cost center is there, cost center is optional. If I give required here, compulsory I should give cost center. Without cost center I cannot move for next topic. So I'll keep it as optional here. This is how, this is the use of field status variant. You got it? At a business level, we maintain that what entry should be suppressed, required, or optional entry. Fine. So this is the way how we do it. Okay. See, the data is gone. I haven't saved that. Once again, I'll do it. Okay. That is TCFS for the company code TCS0. Copying the data and entering and saving them, and copy this code TCFS here. I think you can put field status variant. You can put here TCFS, field status variant code. So data is getting copied. You can wait for some time. All the data will get transferred to this particular field status. Okay, now 49 is copied. Now you need to save that. After copying is done, you need to save, Control S, save, and enter. Now my data will be saved here. So data was saved here. So this is the field status variant why we maintain to make the suppress record optional entry. Next step we have is we need to assign that. Assigning is mandatory. Assign company code to the field status variant is very important to do. As we know, this company code TCS0 belongs to this variant code. Okay, so what I will do, I'll put this down here as I am not running this software, your software. Okay, so what I will do, I'll go to assign company code to field status variant. Lock entry has come again. We'll delete lock entries over here. We'll go again, assign. We'll click on position here and find the company code. Our company code is 0. What is the field status variant code? We need to click on here. You can find directly TCS 0. The options are full. We'll directly give it off. That's it. TCFS gives a variant that here company code to field status variant assign is done. We can click on save and we will continue this. So my data was saved here. So I have done with the field status variant also is done already. So we are done with the document number is document type, posting keys are done, field status variant is done. Another one topic I'll cover last. This is last one. Define tolerance group for employee. What we do here, we maintain the upper limit and lower limit for posting entries or posting procedure. Okay, like what limit should be set for the business transaction for per document. Okay, if a business person is passing one document, okay, what is the amount limit should be set there? That we maintain from this particular screen. That we do from take back here, we do from here. Define tolerance group for employees. We need to go here. Okay, so we'll go for define. Comes under below itself only here. Click on define tolerance group for employees, and you can click on new entries here. Click on new entries. We are maintaining by company code, not by groups. So we'll maintain by company code TCS0. Now you can see here upper limit for posting procedure. Okay, so amount per document. Per document means one document. What should be the limit? Example, let us take 10 lakh limit I'll take. Okay, per document means per entry, one entry per document. Okay, amount per open item account item. That means per item account, then this account in the sense like per line item, like which we prepare for the per ledger, we call just like that. So per account item we'll prepare an amount limit here as a 1 lakh. So example here, if you are passing the entry with the capital account, so 1 lakh is the limit, you can just post the entry. Okay, that is 10 lakh, and this limit can be anything as per the company requirement or client requirement. Okay, it can be this much also you can give, it doesn't matter whatever the limit will be there. So I am giving some minimal limit here, like just like 10 lakh, 1 lakh, I'll give here. And cash discount per line item. Okay, this is optional. What discount you want to give for that? This is optional. If you want, you can give. I'll take just as a 10% something. Okay, and permitted payment difference, we'll learn this at a time of when we go for future steps. That I will tell you why we do this, why we prepare this. So this is the step. Enter then. Currency will come automatic INR. By the company code automatically will take INR currency. So what is the amount per document? It is 1 lakh. Per open item is a 1 lakh limit, 10 lakh, 1 lakh, 10% is a cash discount. For that, per line item. Then we will save this data. Here, data is getting saved here. Enter it off. That's it. Then you'll see data was saved here. So this is the procedure for upper limit posting procedure. So if I take in an entry business person, if business person takes a amount of per document more than 10 lakh, then he'll get an error showing that your limit has been exceeded. Right? Just like here also for per item also. If he gives more than 1 lakh, it is throwing my error there. Amount limit is exceeded. I'll tell you when I do the entries, that time I show you that. So these are the things which you need to practice for your companies, guys. Yes, everyone clear? How about Aman, Nitin, Rahul, Rupali? You guys got it?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, Rahul. Aman,
Yeah.
Nitin.
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah, tell me.
Can you just define what the line item
Yeah,
exactly?
yeah, your voice is very slow. Line, you are telling me line item where we define.
Yes. What
Line
is
item,
line item? Is it
line,
line item or header?
line item in the sense per we create that in the future we have that. Still we are not done. Line item means these are the line items. You got it? Per line item here we have. Okay, these are the line items which we create. Per ledger is called as a line item here in SAP. You got it, Aman?
Yes.
This we have still in the future many steps we create them here. So we have cash is one per line item. So per line item is it is telling you that if you take this account one account, okay. So whatever the limit for per line item account limit it is, I have prepared here 1 lakh. Let's see here 1 lakh limit. Getting, and this is a discount for that. If it goes that 10% discount for 10% discount for per line item. You got it, Aman?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. How about Nitin? You any confusion? Rahul or Rupali? You guys
Okay.
clear? Rahul clear? Rupali? Everyone clear? Okay. So
Yep.
this thing you gotta practice for your companies, guys. Then uh, tomorrow I may not be available. I'll tell you guys if I'm taking class. Even the server is not working. Until the server works, we'll go for next topic. Fine. I need to contact you. You guys also contact Manika and ask that server when it will work. Fine, everyone. Aman, Nitin, Rahul, and Rupali done.
Good, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.